Hi there. It is what, June 10th, 2026, and Claude has created another model. This one is the one that's supposed to replace Mythos, but it has guardrails. So let's go take a look at Fable 5. Ooh. Okay, try Fable 5. Set the model for this session. Interesting. So the first thing I'm doing is researching Fable 5 using Cowork to get up to the day information about this brand new tool. I've been coding using Claude Code for months now, and also Anti-Gravity 2.0 is really amazing, and Codex are these are all great tools. But as of right now, this is pretty exciting because it's more of a full solution to a problem rather than a coding agent helper, from what I'm reading. You can see that there's some impressive changes here. The work that would previously take days is now something that can take minutes. We've already seen these upgrades in time for coding with other LLMs, but this is amazing. It's checking its own work. Usually I have to prompt and ask it to test and retest and whatnot. So if it can do that on its own, that's fantastic. Commanding a team of sub agents. Um, I used a agent called the Queen Bee that would organize various agents, but this can get a little deep into the weeds when you're commanding multiple agents at a time. It can get very confusing to have something helping to organize. That's fantastic. Uh, Rebuilds an app's source code from screenshots alone. Think about that. In this day and age, legacy software is in jeopardy because if something like this can just read an app's source code from a screenshot, that means that all of the paid subscriptions that my employer uh, uses, in theory, I'll be able to duplicate eventually those programs that he would otherwise pay hundreds or thousands of dollars for per month. The memory thing here across millions of tokens, that's impressive. Um, I don't know how that's done, but it says 3 times the gain from Opus 4.8, which is the last code that we've been using. Proposes original science. This is new to me too, so more research is needed. And finally, I think it's important to read this. This is a tool you operate versus a teammate you assign work to. Interesting stuff. Let's give it a shot. Something to note here, you may wonder, if you're paying close attention, if this is the Mythos model, isn't that something that is a concern for security? But there are guardrails that are on here. It says Fable 5 ships with safeguards that handle certain prompts that would trigger under 5% of sessions. And then from what I've seen, it just stops you from going forward with that. So if you're doing something it deems as being wrong, then it'll force you to switch models into a cheaper or a different model to perform that security thing or whatever. Okay, so I am asking Claude Cowork to give me a project that shows the difference between using the 4.8 and the new model. So here's what it looks like. So I'm doing a little terminal work, but I'm following the instructions line by line here. Okay, so I've done a little more work. I have it ready to go. We have the prompt. Let's see what the old model and the new model do. The old model is on the top and the new one is on the bottom for reference. Them while they build, so that's going on. All right, the bottom one is already asking, do you want to create the game? And I'm going to say yes and allow all edits. And the top one is still running. It's 10:03. Okay, so it says that this one is done. It's a complete self-contained survivor auto battler. I don't even know what to expect here. We're all going to see it together for the first time. Okay, the old model just finally got to the first question. It's asking me if I want to create the game. And we're at 10:08, so like 10 minutes later. So accept all edits. Okay, so now it says it's done. 11 minutes and 41 seconds versus 3 minutes 42 seconds. Okay, here we go. Here's the supposedly the fun part. I'm going to try the first game from the old one. It says to double click. Double click doesn't seem to be working. So I tried double clicking on both of the little hyperlinks here and it didn't work for either one. What I do like about the one on the top, the older model, is it has this suggested run it and let me see it in the browser. So I think if I just press tab, it gives me that command. So I'm going to run that same command down here. Let's see if that does it. Here we go. And here's our first game, Neon Survivor. Oh, it even changed in a moment. Move with the WASD or arrow keys. Your weapon fires automatically at the nearest enemy. Collect glowing experience points, gems, level up, and pick powerful upgrades. Stay alive as the waves escalate and brace for the boss at 2. Okay. Oh, snap. Okay. So I'm using my arrow keys here to play this game that we just built. And then we have to test this out to the 2-minute mark. So I'm going to advance. I just realized that the blue things around the screen, when I collected them, it advanced me. So I guess I get a level up. So you press 1, 2, or 3, or I'm assuming you can probably... Let's go power shot. Oh, get away from the edge of the screen here. So you see by collecting those green things, I guess I'm advancing. Oh, shoot and pierce. Let's do that. Let's try pressing the number 3. The number 3 worked. Oh, and so it pierces. Interesting. I was getting harder. It automatically fires on the closest enemies, so that part's cool. Damn, there are a lot of enemies on this screen here. Wow. Let's try... Yeah, let's try rapid fire. Oh, I got hit there. Whew. Okay, I'm going to spare you until the 2-minute mark. Oh, I was trying to show you the boss, and it's hard to switch between the two. But we saw the boss. And so here is the other version. Oh, I see. When you kill him. Okay, well there's that game. So I just want to show you some of the new boss or the new objects here that we're attacking. It's actually kind of fun in a asteroids kind of feel to it. My dad would love this. I just want to get to the 2-minute mark here. There we go, 3 shots. Okay, it's 2-minute mark. Okay, boss incoming. I don't see him. Oh, okay. Maybe it's that guy. Let's see if we can take him out. You can only hit him if he's the closest object. So we've got to decrease the army in front of him. There, I'm starting to get some hits on him. Take that, buddy. How you like me now? All right. Okay, we're moving on with testing here. I'm not telling it what's broken. I'm asking it to critique and validate itself. Fable 5 at high efforts reflects on and validates its own output and kills its incorrect beliefs. Opus typically finds fewer issues and verifies less. Read both reports on camera. The difference is the whole video. So I've pasted the text into both of these, and here we go. Okay, here's the first question from the newer one. Do I want to proceed? And of course, I don't want it to ask that every time. We live dangerously. And accept edits is on for both. And we can probably push it into bypass permissions mode, but we won't do that for this moment. Don't ask again. You always want to read it a little bit. Make sure you're not deleting something off of your hard drive or something more catastrophic. So the new model asked, do I want to start? And it went right to this. So let's see. Let's pause. So this one cooked for 5 minutes, the new one, and this one's deep into the... Okay, so it finished. It took 5 minutes, 4 seconds, and this one took 8.5 minutes. Let's see what the next suggestion is. So the game has diagnosed, or the LLM has diagnosed these, what I found and fixed. So this is the old Opus 4.8, and it had 8 different items that it found and switched. For example, bosses could stack, double-clicking an upgrade card could silently eat 2 levels, buttons are blurred in-game. So it figured out some things, and then it has this how I verified it section. So a lot of self-editing on the old way. And here the new one, you see a lot of these blue text where it has made some fixes, but it's only, it found 4 different fixes for it. And so we'll see what the next prompt is. So here it says same prompt to both. This is where a lot of models quietly drop half the list or break what already worked. So we'll give the same command to both of these, and I'll let this one go first. It says 1 instruction, 8 features. Watch how much each one finishes and whether it remembers the rules I set. 1 file, 60 frames per second. Don't break what works. This maps to Fable's long horizon strength. The longer and more complex the task, the bigger its lead over the older Opus 4.8. And old is a relative term here. We're talking Opus 4.8 came out, it feels like a month ago, 2 weeks ago. So these new updates are happening very fast in real time. It's very exciting to be a coder in this era. So some of the things that this new phase 3, round 3, in a single pass, expand the game substantially without breaking anything. Has gold currency being issued in between waves. 6 different weapons that you can combine. Upgrades are more expansive. Biomes, mini map, high scores, in-game settings, volume, screen shake toggle, difficulty. So I need to change the difficulty on the one I was just playing. And then gamepad controller support. Keep it all in one file. When you're done, give me a short summary of how it is organized so it stays maintainable. Still working. I like that it shows the checkbox as colored once it is done. I don't see that on the old version. Okay, I walked away for a while, and the older version is in the 19th minute. This one must have finished somewhere soon, so just answer its questions. Looks like it's 3 out of 4 here. Added waves, shop, gold, biomes. Interesting. Now the top one is asking its first question. For this next round, I'm going to be giving it a screenshot of a heads-up display that I really like. I'm old school and I really like Black Ops 3 Call of Duty. So I'm going to feed it this image and use its vision technology to see how the new LLM will work. Okay, the system wants me to play it again, so here we go. Settings. We'll make it easy this time around. Screen shake, of course. Oh, now I'm moving on a grid. And there's a little mini map now down in the bottom right that shows me where the green dots are that I'm supposed to be collecting, or my enemies. That's great. Still looks like I only have 3 choices though. Tesla. Zap chains between enemies. That's a new weapon. It even says that right there. Oh, and I've reached the corner of the map. I see. Oh, that was really fast. Upgrade to level 2 for Tesla. Yeah, let's try an upgrade. Now it says sold. Oh, and I've run out of money. All right. Time to go make more money, I guess. So now I have a shop where I can buy a variety of things. So I have 70. Let's try it. Let's do the magnet and the plating. That'll wipe me out. Next wave. Oh. Here's the boss. Now I put this on easy mode, so this is why it's so easy. At least it was easy. Choose an upgrade. We'll try scatter. Level up. Orbitals. That's new. Or homing missiles? Let's try homing missiles. And split. And I get to buy stuff? Wow. Yeah, I'll buy it all. There we go. It is on easy mode. Wow. So look at how deluxe this is. This is off of a few prompts, you guys and gals and whoever. Okay, easy mode is too easy. You can just buy tons of stuff, but look at how crazy this is. With all the upgrades, it's become super easy. very few prompts to get to this game. Here's the other game. I do like the way that you can see the thruster behind the little triangle. Supply drop. Yeah, there are some new things in here. I can't afford any of them yet, so I continue on to the next wave. It seems like you collect stuff too fast. So this one's good in its own right too. So I wouldn't be so quick as to crown the one as being better than the other, but obviously the amount of time it takes to do this favors the new model quite a bit. But this is still pretty impressive in its own right. Maybe these screens don't look as nice. And it doesn't have the store, it doesn't seem like. It does seem like this one's a little harder. Oh, I didn't put it on easy mode either, so. Oh, I have a Nova ring or something. That's pretty cool. Anyway, a functioning game is what this is. So impressive in its own right. Now I'm going to go on to the fourth part of the plan here. Build from a picture. Okay, I found a screenshot I like from Call of Duty, and so I put it into, I just clicked and dragged it. Dragged? It's dragged, everybody. Okay. Let's make sure I get this image in there. Okay, it just keeps wanting to put it into that window. All right, so we'll press enter. My computer's slow because I've got so many things going on here, but I have a new computer coming. So these videos will get better and shorter, hopefully. I know, they're really long. Somewhere along the line, it's telling me that it's now running 4.8 on both of these. So I'm not quite clear on what happened, but it did switch me, and I'm unable to figure out how to switch back. So I've been wrong this whole time. The one on the top is the Fable 5, and the one on the bottom is the Opus 4.8. So we've been feeding them the same prompts, so it's not really a big deal, but just for reference. So that means that it's definitely thinking longer with the new model. But we'll see what it looks like. Oh wow, so we asked it to take its clues from that one screenshot, and now Neon Survivor. Let's take a look at what it did. So it's keeping score in on the left side there. And then just like the heads-up display that we fed it, it shows my strength or my... So interesting. Neon Void. Let's try out the other game. I don't know if you can pause it. Escape. So that's Neon Survivor. Let's find the other one. Alright, so here you can see the heads-up display is different. Looks a little more deluxe, I guess. I like these tiles better. These look cleaner. Too easy, but this is stuff that can be figured out, reworked. Anyway. And now Claude's starting to not work as well. Probably because I've run out of memory. I do have a new computer coming. It's in the mail. Thank you, Amazon. Thank you, Nix. Well, you can definitely keep upgrading. It's pretty wild. Alright, we'll quickly beat this, and you can't handle the truth. Now I'm getting the brown screen of death by Claude, so I'll wrap this video up. Basically, it looks that the new model is more robust and is creating a better game. This one appears to be the older model, but it had, you know, a certain level of charm to it. You know, Game Duel is what this one's called. So you tell me what you think in the comments. If you happen to have made it 31 minutes deep into this, you're probably one of two people. And if not, great. This is an example of how to build a video game from nothing. So I hope you enjoyed. Until next time.